Seventh graders, so War in the West, again moving on with the getting more advanced into the American Civil War. We're now going to start to get introduced to Grant. Kind of follow the way your old textbook used to do it. I will try and get you guys some textbook work this week so you can do a little bit more reading. It's just your old textbook just kind of jumped around in different years, but that's why we're going to go back in time and do all sorts of stuff. So when you watch the video, it's going to be the videos that I give you guys also give you as enhancement. The supplemental materials it's gonna jump all over the place in years. And don't be too confused about it. Don't be too worried about it. We broke it up into, northern problems, Union problems with the Army of Northern Virginia, and then we break it into talking about how Grant and other people come into it and start to do different things. Grant is going to be in the West, 1862 actually. He's going to try and control the Mississippi, basically making that a different waterway for the South, trying to split the South into two different places. He is going to try and capture as much of it as he possibly can. He goes after, he captures Fort Henry and Fort Donelson. They are guarding tributaries to the Mississippi River. Remember, a tributary, if my arm was the river, the tributaries would be of the river would be my fingers, different branches going off, kind of like the branches of a tree. So that's kind of what happens. So he winds up taking Tennessee, and he winds up going up to a place called Shiloh. Shiloh is a major battle. It is a one-day battle. Sorry, it's a two-day battle. In a sense, what winds up happening is Grant is knowing that he's not in a position to win the first day. He does enough just to keep the Confederacy there. He does enough just because he knows he's going to get reinforcements the next day, so he keeps the Confederates there thinking that they're going to win, thinking that they're going to rout the Union, and in reality it doesn't happen. When he does not retreat all the way, he just kind of moves around and moves his forces around. When he does not retreat, his reinforcements show up, and they wind up, beating the Confederacy. Basically, when we start to see what's really important about the Battle of Shiloh is that more Americans die in this battle, in this one battle, than the American Revolution, the War of 1812, and the Mexican War combined. So this one battle killed more people in this couple days worth of fighting than all these other wars, the Revolution, War of 1812, and the Mexican War, when you add them all together. So this is a major battle of the American Civil War. With this, we start to see different things happening. Our gunboats sail up, our Union ironclads, because we start to make more than just one, we start to make a whole bunch of them. They start to sail up the Mississippi River, they capture New Orleans, they capture Memphis, and now we control the Mississippi River, which was one of our goals. The Anaconda Plan, capture Richmond, and capturing the Mississippi River. So we have the Mississippi River and we have the Anaconda Plan in place. So now the noose is starting to tighten, or the snake itself is starting to wrap itself around the Confederacy, and the Confederacy is in big trouble. They're split in two, and that is a big deal. With this victory and victories at Antietam, Lincoln has a new goal. His goal has always been to preserve the Union, but now the goal kind of has to change a little bit. He's got to be careful with this issue of slavery, because there are still states in the Union, those border states, those 4 border states that stayed. Remember when I asked you to do that a couple weeks ago? Last week? Week before? Whatever. Those states still have slaves. If we free all the slaves, they may leave, and that would be bad for the Union. So we have to be very careful about what we do with the slaves. So emancipation is going to be an issue. Preserve the Union is 1A. 1B is going to be to free the slaves. Okay? In reality, when you're emancipating somebody, it means you're freeing them, and in this case, it's going to be to free the slaves. It's going to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, and it gets signed in 1862, goes into effect on January 1st of 1863. Slaves in a border state will not be freed, not at all. Only slaves in captured territories that are in rebellion are going to be freed. In reality, what he's doing, what he's hoping to do, is to get slaves that have done the work, and slaves that are doing all this stuff for the Confederacy. He's trying to get them to just walk away or stop working. Because in reality, we really feel that the Confederacy never was this independent nation. We just feel that they're states in rebellion, and we're putting this rebellion down. So this is a goal to, and I'm talking about this in my 8th grade class, which is weird. We're trying to hurt the other side's ability to make war. So if the slaves are helping grow food, and the slaves are helping make things in mining and making things as like swords and helping with just building stuff, we want them to say, you know what, we just got freed, and we want them to kind of try and just leave and be disobedient. So the South is going to have to spend a lot of time, the Confederacy is going to have to spend a lot of time trying to stop them from doing that, taking soldiers and taking time away from the battlefield to really maintaining their stuff at home. This is what the Emancipation Proclamation looked like when it was printed out. It was read all over the place. I think I have 3 different videos for you to watch on this, or at least 2. But now, like I said, the goal of the war has changed. It's to preserve the Union and fight slavery. So when you thought in the beginning of your whole Civil War study, they say it was to end slavery. It's not. It's not until we're about halfway through the war, because this is about the halfway point. No slaves are actually freed, but when this happens, all these other countries that, the South was really close with England. We sold a lot of cotton to England, and England put it all over the place. England was in the position and they did send military advisors to help out the South and really make them look and see what was going on. If they could offer help, maybe an alliance would happen. If an alliance with England and the Confederacy happened, what would that do for the North? Because then the North would have to worry about the naval impacts from the British. Well, now the Union just freed the slaves. What rational country that is saying they're against slavery and is for progressive rights essentially, how are they going to justify backing up the Confederacy if we just freed the slaves and they're saying no, this is what we're fighting for, that's part of our life? It's not going to happen. It's not going to look too good. So now we've really kind of just messed with the Confederates' ability to fight. I think that was it. I don't think there was one more. Nope, and that was it. So, like I said, when we start talking about the Emancipation Proclamation, it is a big deal, but in reality, it does not free any of the slaves right away. It takes a lot of time. Only when a territory is captured, for instance, Virginia, only when Virginia comes under total control of the Union, that's when slaves are freed. So as soon as the Union soldiers come in, the slaves are free. It is going to do a lot of different things. We are going to start to see a whole bunch of slaves or former slaves or many African Americans that were never slaves start to sign up for the military and really start to give an impact and really help, add bodies and turn the tide of the war in the favor of the Union side. So remember homework assignments, or remember this assignment that I'm giving you. Complete sentences, watch my videos. If you have questions, get in touch with me. And complete sentences, you know how to do it. We don't have to spend a lot of time talking about this anymore. If you don't do complete sentences from here on out, I will not count it. That means if I'm asking you about what does emancipation mean, you should say, the word emancipation means, The word emancipation means is your subject. What the rest of that part is the predicate. That's the thing you're telling me you know what you're talking about. Hopefully you understand. If you're having any questions and not following what I'm trying to do, message me through chat and we will talk about it as best as I possibly can do it. Please get this done. I will see you guys or talk to you guys later on in the week. See ya.